Your mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Angelica Diallo in the building. Shout out to the sister, man. It's the boy Swab Boss, man. Welcome to the Argument League. How we doing? That's what it is, man. So, been off, had a little time today. So let's go live, man. It's about the time to check in. Shout out to TMKC. Already know, man, holding it down. So that's it. Just here to touch on some topics. You know, get the people just update them. Put my 2 cents on the thing that's been happening. Hope everybody is okay. Hope everybody's okay. Shout out to Psychopatheists. How are the atheists over there doing? Let us revenge. Is Q Butter still over there dealing with your boys and them? Since some new information came out, everybody was talking crazy to me, like, get out of here, and laugh me out the building and getting angry and kicking me off the panel. Some new information came out. We're gonna have to talk about that today with the atheists. That's crazy because y'all was bold, y'all was loud. The presidential debates. Y'all know I have I hold no validity. I have no hope. I don't care about the, presidential debates. I have a hard time even caring about local government because, like I said, it's all connected to the same thing. They control it, So, Trump and Kamala, because they want you to think it's Pamela with a K. The Indian black woman, black Indian, had a debate, and in my opinion, yes, Trump whooped her. Trump won. Sorry. Trump won. Kamala was trying to click and paste Obama. And, in the gestures, even the hand gestures and stuff like that. I'm not familiar to Kamala's performance as far as speaking because I never see her speak. I only seen her make that phone call at the beginning of the, when they first won or whatever. Like, she was active while they was running to a degree. I know the most viral clip of her is with the phone saying, we made it, we did it. And then I heard nothing else from her. So, but I saw a lot of Obama gestures and mannerisms in that, but Trump just one of them politicians that come right up the middle, man, and gives it to you how I like it. That's it. I could put more trust in Trump. I can put more, the things that you put in the politicians. Because like I say, this is like the biggest job, most important job. And you hear him you interview him how many times? How many times do we interview the President of the United States? We don't. We just get these little debates and stuff like that. But yeah, fuck them both. I don't care who win. They're both pieces of shit connected to a larger cesspool of pieces of shit that's just gonna tell us whatever the fuck they want to tell us, and then disses, and then dismisses, ignores. Every president has done it. I don't know how we keep falling for the same president. Like, we should really be fucking stampeding these debates and stuff like that. Every president gets up, tell you some things you want to hear, never ever pay any attention to the real matters, especially if you're black, right? Everybody has their own individual, like there's this blanket thing like healthcare, education, and fucking other roads, whatever. But then there's the specific topics that each group would like to have. Like, yo, where's this? Where's that? And black people had just been put down and put to the side so crazy. Like, we're still trying to talk about things that at this point seem antiquated. But we've been getting held back that long. We haven't been able to express ourselves, get that representation. And I'm not impressed with the level of representation that we have today. I'm just not. Black people should not be patting themselves on the back for getting where we gotten. Like, black people deserve their own nation. We're in a state of fucking emergency. But Tamika said, he said, sounds like men in general swallow for real, for real. Maybe. I don't know what adds to that component. I just don't like being lied to. I don't. And politics is just like most of the relationships that we are in. Lie to me good. When you meet somebody new, I don't date men. I date women. But in my experience in dating women and having male friends that date, everybody's trying to sell the better version, the best version. They don't be open and real with you. They tell you what they would like for you to think they are. And maybe a lot of the times they would like to be these things. Talking about relationships. And maybe even politicians. Maybe remember Obama was like, first thing I'm going to do is close Guantanamo Bay. I was like, I fuck with him. Guantanamo Bay never closed. More places like Guantanamo Bay started opening. Every president gets up there, sell you what they would like for you to think they are, and then once they get into that seat, they ignore. It's just like relationships. They stop washing up, brushing their teeth. They stop, doing the sweet things they did and the considerate things they did to get you to agree with being in a relationship with them. Every president gets. I want to do that with somebody who has sense, right? Because I got the work ethic, but I just want some. Because like I say, I don't really get. And I'm pretty sure I want to go back and start with George fucking Washington. What did you run on, and what did you do? Every president. This is what they ran on, and this is what they did. And watch the pattern of things that they ran on, mostly never getting accomplished. And the stuff that they did is uniform with the people that's behind the president, not the president. But the goals of the people behind the president is uniform. But it's like every 4 years we just get dumb. It's like they got us down to a 4-year span. Every year the Super Bowl, every year the NBA playoffs. But the most important thing, who runs the country militarily? 4 years is as long as we can retain information and be like, no, we're not doing this again. I heard Trump was getting in the office and they was talking about, well, he's going to cut out elections. Can't wait to see what this shit look like. I can't. I'm ready for the envelope to be pushed. I'm ready for something to happen. I'm tired of this lullaby that I've been watching my grandparents and my parents and now my peers participate since I was born. That's just ridiculous, man. Like, how much faith can you have in a system that fails every time? The dollar loses value every presidency. The fucking infrastructure is worse every presidency. Healthcare worse every presidency. Education worse every homelessness worsens. Hunger worsens. What has gotten better? Can anybody tell me what has gotten better? Other than our defense, our military defense? America's never been invaded. Nobody's ever invaded America, came over here and declared war on us. So I don't even see the importance of that. Corporate greed got better. I hear the rich complaining. I hear the millionaires complaining. I don't know who's benefiting from America for the past few hundred years. I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid to continue to talk about this rat race like there's some validity in it. Oh no, this time, especially if you black. Especially if you black. Lack of morals is more common. And I guess that's why people fuck with Trump. Because he's open with his lack of morals. See, everybody's still trying to hide. Oh no, trust me, I'm good and I love people and things and places. You know, Trump is like these immigrants. And so the Mexican people and the immigrants know exactly how to come at Trump. Trump says this is the problem. They're coming over here, they're violent, and they're killing. So Mexicans can say, I'm over here, I'm working, I'm not killing. Can I get represented? He tells them the problem. You're undocumented, you're violent, you're killing people. Now you're bringing your the way you eat over here, and you're eating dogs and cats and ducks. And they say, okay, bet. I got you then. We'll stop eating dogs, cats, and ducks. We'll eat bologna and spam and all of the things that you provide here. We won't kill, and we'll work. And they say, okay, well, let's see. Then what are you gonna do then? But it's like with black people, it's like we don't even get talked to. Obama, who people call black, now they doing it again with Kamala. I don't know how we get these black adjacent people to get so much power. It's like, you're not black. Obama was not black. Kamala's not black. And that's okay. They don't have to be black. You don't have to be black to appeal to black people. That's never been it. White people appeal to black people better than black people appeal to black people because we know black people ain't got no power. We're not looking for the nigga with the power. We looking for the white person with the power to give niggas power. So stop trying to push these people. She's Indian, and that's okay. She's what? Mixed? What do you want to say? Same as Obama. Sorry. So, once again, we got this same dumbass dance. And black people was told by Obama, get it in the whirlwind. Now, this is what fucks me up about this shit. I've heard, according to the Constitution, you can't make any laws or pass any bills that are race specific. But laws were made that was race specific against us. Laws were made that directly, specifically fucked black people over. But then when it comes to doing something for us, like, well, the Constitution said we can't. So Trump talking about suspending the Constitution. Suspend the fucking Constitution. I don't give a fuck about the Constitution. The paper don't make men act right. Men made the paper. Shout out to Melanated Goddess, man. She says being pro-abortion can be looked at as lack of morals, though. So it goes both ways, apparently. Yeah, that's an obvious one. Like I say, man. You get the representation of these people. If you sit down with Trump and you sit down with Kamala, you'll be. Is it? That's crazy. All right, let me close the window. That's hard, though. That's hard, that microphone like that. But if you really sit down with them, not as a president, but as a person, you will eventually find out shit about him. You're like, yeah, this motherfucker's a piece of shit. I don't want you running the country. Terry Smoot Jr. in the building. Shout out to you, big dog. Like, I don't want you running nothing. I don't want you running nothing. I just think in public eye, once them cameras come on, people aren't real. They're selling you an image. Who they would like? Everybody. Nobody's coming out like, man, listen, man. No, I didn't brush my teeth today. I don't brush my teeth every morning. Sometimes I might not brush my teeth till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Welcome Thank you all for gathering here. This is what I'm going to do about poverty. No. Like, we're all fucking surgeries and makeup and hair pieces. No. Come out here, man. How long we going to let the Republicans and Democrats argue? It's been 400 years. They still ain't got it right and came to one decision. Like, no, this is what we going to do. That's crazy. Someone's benefiting off the confusion that the structure of America is causing. And it's the same repetitive 4-year loop. Get money from the gays, get money from the whites, get money from the blacks, get money from the Asians, get money from the straights, and then recycle this shit. Do it again. And to me, like I said, it ain't even about money. It's about giving hope of money to the people you want to control. It's about giving hope of security to the people you want to control. I'm secure. I'm in control. But how do you do things like population control? Because this is what they're worried about. You're not. You don't give a fuck. But they're like, there's way too many people on Earth for us to be here another 1,000 years and keep things how we want it. So what do? We create these wars. I'm the president over here. My cousin's the president over there. And we act like we got a problem. And then we send citizens to die. Less people. Population control. And we do that in every land. Call it a nation. Call it a military, an army. Give them awards and ceremonies and all of this stuff. Valor, when you see them out, let them get a discount, free coffee from McDonald's. No health care, shitty health care. You're going to be homeless, but you get a free McDonald's coffee. So Putin is into it with Biden, and neither one of them is going to punch each other. Netanyahu's into it with whoever the hell. Neither one of them is ever going to punch each other. They just pushing the citizen. You a citizen? Hey, you pay taxes. Get in this fucking military. That's it. Now, what is the purpose of America? What is the end goal? What is this thing? So, no, man, I don't give a fuck about the presidential election, man. Both of them can kiss my ass. Both of them could get shot in the fucking ear. I don't care. I don't care. Black people need to create their own nation. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about none of the fears. You're only going to do it if you do it. You're only going to get better if you do it. So all of the complaints, people, well, what are you going to do about this? We'll see when we get there. But guess what? Let's get there. I don't believe we're failures. I believe the reason why we're so stagnant is because we're so separated. I believe if we came together and actually talked in groups offline, we'll get shit accomplished by leaps and bounds. And then once we start accomplishing stuff, other people did you see the blacks in America? Yeah, they did this. Well, shit. Let's get out of their way at least. Let's start speaking up for them. Let's put it in there in our media. Black people of America pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. Once again, will America detour them? Will America oppose them? Will America attack them? That's what we need. Once again, the Black Panthers is happening. Tulsa, Oklahoma is happening. The original church is happening. The original mosque is happening. Will America corrupt them and push you right back into the bullshit? You these loudmouth motherfucking faces that don't do shit. That don't do shit. Farrakhan get up there and yell. TD get up there and yell. Obama get up there and yell. Don't do shit. And don't do a damn thing. Well, he got me off of crack. So the fuck what? What? How did you get on crack? Why? What made you look at crack and say, yeah, so why is we patting you on the back? I'm glad you off crack. Now, can you please get aside and shut the fuck up? Who's bringing food from the ground? Who's bringing education? Every time we get one of them people, We tear their ass down. Oh, Dr. Umar did this, man. Dr. Umar did more than that. Shout out to Domo. He did more than that. Oh, Dr. Sabi did this. He did more than that. We can sit up here with Trump, Bush, Obama, all these other people. But then it's every brother and sister that step up. Shahrazad Ali is every brother and sister to step up. Even Jock Fresco. I love Jock Fresco. Rest in peace. You know, with the Eden Project. Why these things ain't being highlighted? What are we talking about? Every 4 years it's the same fuck shit, the same lying, deceiving, finger pointing. Man, I don't care about none of that. And then I saw a video, I don't know if it was AI, because that's a real thing now, of Biden putting on the Trump hat. I said, wait, what? I was like, yeah, the day after. I don't know if it's an old video. Maybe y'all do. Maybe y'all said in the chat before I even pull it up. I'm trying to see, was it on World Star? I saw it. I'm trying to think of where I saw it, man. But if this video is real, oh, man, yeah, fuck y'all. Here you go. It say Trump 2024 on the hat. Did y'all see that? Screen share. And I don't know if it's the screen share. To share audio, share a tab instead. Okay, I'm going to share the tab. Okay, share audio. Bring it up. Did y'all see it though? Before I play it? Yeah, this was crazy as hell to me. Did anybody see it? Before I play it? They don't look like they saw it.
Running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 4. Running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 4.
This nigga put on the Trump hat. Trump 2024. Like, put it over his head. I don't know the context of it, but that's some dangerous shit. But it doesn't shock me. It makes sense to me. When I saw that, I said, that fucking makes sense to me. When Trump said that during the fucking debate, he said, and I'll let you in on the secret. He doesn't like her. That made sense to me. Of course he doesn't. And he losing his mind now, so his true feelings really coming out. Why is this colored motherfucker woman that made someone, like, it felt truthful. The time how Trump said Biden hates her and 2 days later wears a MAGA hat. So that was true, Tiff. Because it looked like he just put it up to the hat that he had on. But still, if he's endorsing Trump while she's still the vice president to him, come on, man. Why do y'all even want a piece of this cake? Angelica, that's the first thing I said when I saw the thumbnail. I said it gotta be AI. Let me Google it. Did Biden wear Trump? It says Biden shocks the internet by donning Trump 2024 hat. This isn't AI. Fox News. BBC says Biden wears Trump hat as 9/11 unity gestures. Says White House. Says White House. President Joe Biden briefly wore a red Trump campaign hat at an event commemorating the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. This is the BBC, September 12, 2024. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And then you think I'm gonna let another motherfucker come in and lead us yet again into a what is it? A convenient discomfort. It's not comfortable, but it's convenient. Look at the. You could be homeless. You could be hungry. You could be in jail. You could be dead. Compared to whatever wicked, painful shit you need to keep your ass voting, to keep you having faith in this fucking infrastructure, in this government, and these people who are actors. If Kamala could let out her Trump side, she'll blow everybody out the water. If Kamala really got up there and spoke how Trump speaks, if every presidential, then you know Cornel West is running, right? One of the Kennedy people is running. They don't get no press. They don't get no debate. Why is that? How dumb you gotta be to sit up here and look at this voting shit and say, man, this is the way to go. This is how life should be lived under this voting system. I'll crack that again. Well, next 4 years, I'll be back. You know, everybody has a chance. No. Every president got up there and made shit better for the rich people and gave leniency to the criminals of the highest caliber while criminalizing bullshit that we do. Angelica Diallo says, between the paid Russian influences and the fake Taylor Swift posts for the Trump camp, I just assume everything they say and do is misinformation. And you probably be safer that way than assuming that it's factual. You know, if liberal media doesn't show what's really happening, then people believe it didn't. And I mean, some people are so invested in this system, they know it's happening. They know the job is to keep it out of the people's faces. Like I said, it's convenient discomfort. I don't want to see the dead bodies. I don't want to see people having to eat dogs. But if you go other places, guess what get ate? Dogs. Dogs are getting baked and sun-dried, jerky, stewed, put in chili. But because you're so civilized and so far removed from those indigenous cultures, you look at it as if they wicked or they got a demon on them or they're criminals, they're murderers. The founder of this country talked about how people ate their own children to survive. Yeah. Your ass would eat a dog before you eat a person. Dog don't look so fucking awful when you talking about eating a motherfucking human. Yeah, so have your fun again, man. I hope everybody's chest is filled with joy when that vote come down and you cry together and hold hands and get the fuck back to work. That's it. That's it. Uh, and Angelica said, "Did you hear the Kendrick drop yesterday?" Yes, I did. And you know, I didn't click on it immediately. It was like, what's this? Hold on, let's. To be honest, this election is about corporate and Christian nationalism. Shit has nothing to do with real politics and policy. believe corporate Christian nationalism, I probably could be sharpened up on how that's included in this election. I mean, maybe, maybe, maybe I can see it, but maybe because they always hide behind the guise of some religion. They always wave some religious flag and say, Jesus, God, the creator of the universe. And that's the biggest thing you can lie about to me is having privileged information about the creator of the universe and then using it to control people. That's just horrible. That's just horrible. That's just horrible. That's why I don't get the atheist thing, you know. But that's a conversation that atheists won't have. And I was having a conversation on Lion Ass Fake Black Power Q Butter channel, and it was like, well, if all people are born from women, something had to make the first woman. So you go with evolution and you say people branched off of a previous unknown, unfound ancestor that is common with apes, is common with monkeys. So we're apes, and that's how we became human. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. Okay, and then let's say I do. Okay, bet. So we evolved from, let's take it all the way back, some germ that was all non-living matter. And then all of a sudden, living matter came. How do you get living matter out of non-living matter? Atheists are too comfortable in not having that conversation. They're too comfortable in the explanations that's given to them. They're too comfortable with the lack of information that's not filled in, with the gray areas. It's just that. That's just it. Existence is here. Something created it. The Bible lied about it. Quran lies about it. The very Gitas lied about it, or at least just wrote fantasized about it, tried to guess, wrote entertaining stories about it. But no, that doesn't mean there's no creator because everybody's lied about the creator. So, yeah, good luck with that one, atheist. But yeah, so yeah, I did hear, the Kendrick Lamar drop, and the tab was like Drake this, and I really wasn't even interested. I wasn't interested enough to even click on it. Like, like when they was going back and forth when that song came, I said, "Oh shit, boom, let's go, let's hear it." It came out. He shot back. He came again. Right now, I feel like Kendrick won the rap battle, and now I'm ready to see what Kendrick gonna do with this, newfound attention he's getting from, the groups of people he getting it from. Because I never really listened to Kendrick Lamar. I've heard his songs. I don't know which song he wrote that I appreciated, but I appreciate him keeping the message going, delivering it in a way that the new generations is feeling it across the board, black, white, Asian. I like that he exists and that he's taking the route that he is taking, but it's like I'm not here for the music. I'm here for the action. I'm here for we need to start a nation. But then again, Kendrick Lamar confesses to being an Israelite. So he's a Bible thumper also, who believes in, Yeshua or Jesus and Abraham and David. And so his head is in the fucking sky too. And I believe that was one of the things that really people ducked this whole Drake and Kendrick thing. People ducked the fact that Drake is Jewish and Kendrick is an Israelite who claims that Jewish people stole their heritage and is living in a power while oppressing the original Jews. So once again, Drake has come into Israelite culture via the music, faked and copy the Israelite style, the struggle, the disconnect from his dad, and the glorification of money because you haven't had it. I'm finally getting it. Started from the bottom, you know, and now he's like winning. And Drake is like, damn, Kendrick is like, this shit is crazy. Like they did it on the global platform, and now they doing it with our music. And nobody gave a fuck about that. I think the one guy that broke it down, I forgot his name. He said something at the end. Is that right? Yes, I can. Okay. So, yeah, I think the one dude that made that documentary, my bad for not remembering your name, didn't really know your channel. Watched that one video for me, watched a few more, and great work. But he mentioned it at the very end, you know. But yeah, I don't see how Drake can. I don't see how Drake can get into it with Kendrick and nobody point out the fact that this is a holy rap war. So then I finally listened to the song when I got off of work, and I'm like, the first thing I do is I go to the comments, and people in the comments are saying, this is not a Drake diss. It's not a Drake diss. And I was like, okay, bet. Now I want to hear it even more. So I listened to it, and no, it wasn't a Drake diss. It was just, it was one of those, if the shoe fit, where's it? If you throw a rock, you get hit, type of ordeals. But speaking on specific issues about general people, but no, it wasn't a Drake diss. And I liked the song. It was a nice song. Nice message. I appreciate it. Just like a lot of Kendrick's music. That's just it. But it's like this whole why people don't fuck with the West is because of your beats. Because of your beats, and it's because of your cadence. Now, we fuck with the West. That's why New Orleans is having Kendrick at the Super Bowl. We fuck with the West. That's why Dr. Dre is the biggest producer. We fuck with the West. That's why Eminem is one of the biggest artists. He's the biggest white artist. Because if Eminem would have stayed in the Midwest, he wouldn't have been. That's why 50 Cent is one of the largest artists. That's why because if he would have stayed in the East Coast, he wouldn't have been. That West Coast push 50 got was like a crossover. It was like seeing AI for the first time. Because usually, remember back in the day, like Ice-T went to New York. A lot of times people was going to New York to blow up on that rap shit. So now, it's like 50, one of the biggest people coming up out of the East Coast. He's one of the most, his name is sizzling. Jay-Z already said, what the fuck is 50 Cent? So now he's there. And then he, between the legs, goes to the West Coast. We fuck with the West Coast. It's just, a lot of the music sounds dated. It's repetitive. The same, it's like, that's why when someone does something out of the West that's like different, it gets such a big appeal. Like, here we go. Here we go. Somebody is catching on. Because the West Coast is so contained within themselves, they don't need our influence. They don't need our influence. They don't need to be like, man, I need an Atlanta beat. I need twist on the song. No. They just stay over there and they can. So, if y'all broaden y'all ideas, your acceptance get broadened. That's just it. Because, tell the truth, the number one artist to me is E40. He's the most rappingest, hardworking, lyrical, game-giving motherfucker ever. That's personally for me. The Element of Surprise, classic. Charlie Hustle, classic. Shit, we even had the click. As Sugar T and Be Legit is. Come on, man. We fucks with the West Coast. We fucks with the West Coast. What are you talking about? Shit. Motherfucking Yada that man, motherfucking Keith the Sneaking. You know, yeah, we fuck with the West Coast, bro. You know, the West Coast just don't fuck with us. And you can, and that gang politics is um so in control of how they're able to be individual men to form other entities. It just fucks you over. The moment you start talking about big homies and all of that shit, man, get the fuck out of here. 'Cause the rest of it ain't on that shit. All OG's been dead. All OG's been dead and locked up. You got niggas coming out of the house 14, 15, 16, controlling the block. If you can't fight, don't come on this block talking loud. If you can't shoot, don't come on this block trying to fight. That's just it. D shot, yeah. He said Pac was the first crossover. Pac was never looked at as an East Coast artist though. Maybe to the West, I don't know. But like Pac was more of a he wasn't like a New York. Like the East Coast is screaming. So it's like me and the West Coast, I'm very ignorant of how the East Coast is structured because back in the day we looked at all that shit as same shit. New York. You know what I'm saying? If you was in Philly, you was in Jersey, all that shit New York, my nigga. And we don't even look at Florida as the East Coast. Florida is the South. Has nothing to do with the East Coast. So it's like, yeah, Pac was never like a Harlem, Bronx, Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, type of artist to us. Pac was more of a all around. His beats was different. A lot of them was whack. They was different. And yeah, we fuck with Pac like that. Pac, I don't think Pac was East Coast solidified enough to actually cross over. You know, he definitely went to the West and, you know, planted his flag. He definitely did that. Once he got out there, nigga, it was the living down LA, California love, West Side. He found the home. You know. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. She says name. Okay, I'm not sure what that was. Shout out to Tajon in the building. Say, can't let my son listen to any type of rap. I ain't mad at you. Say, oh, I like the hyphy movie. Look like his son's gonna be hyphy though. Yeah, I think we've done a lot better with some of the newer artists. The West Coast has a culture that has a very distinct sound. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. But it's like everybody has a distinct sound, but everybody has distinct sounds. I'll put it to you like that. Not everybody just has one sound, but there's usually one sound that get popularized over the others. But it's like it has to trend. It has to go viral. It has to be pop. You know? Oh, did you hear that? Nipsey Hussle style? Yeah. Nah. Let's get it. Let's get the Nipsey Hussle style. You know? Did you hear the Drake You're the Ruler style? Yeah. Let's get it. You know? And I think that's where it fucks up at. But yeah, it's just that it's that West Coast and to me, because the East Coast did the same thing, the East Coast was biased as fuck, right? It's that West Coast biasness. Now, you know how the West Coast likes their self. I like me, you know, and it's like, okay, well, shit, let's rap. And then it's like, and I also think the West Coast don't keep it real enough with their whack artists. Like whack artists everywhere else really get their hands slapped. Like, put that mic down. But on the West Coast, you can have, I'm hearing a lot of whack motherfuckers. And they must be killers in real life. They gotta really be putting in work in real life. But it's like every area has these whack artists that make it for some reason. But it's like it's just a lot of them. And I don't know if that's because I've been paying so much attention to West Coast music. You know what I'm saying recently, but yeah, I didn't. It's a lot of people I didn't see the hype about. And then there's some people that's rapping. I'm like, how is this motherfucker not bigger? And then when I think about it, it's because they're cross. that they crossed out of that LA sound. They not strictly LA sound. I'm like, that shit is crazy. Yep, Wolf Tickets. Pac was Oakland or Oakland. Yeah, yeah. On the East Coast, the East Coast people looked at Pac like he crossed over to the West Coast. Cool, cool. I can see that. I can see that. Snoop teamed up with Master P. He definitely did. Snoop definitely went down and got that motherfucker deal with Master P. Came out with that album, and then when he did his own thing, Too Short crossed over and then went back. Yeah, coming up. That's what I'm saying. Coming from out of the West, I've always seen artists come out of the West and go, but I've never really seen artists go to the West and like just cross the fuck over like that. Like 50, we're talking about 50 Cent. He was New York, and then he went to California. Before he popping, that was his last 2 years on Earth though. Understood. Yeah, understood. His loudest. Don't get mad at me, Ted John, but I never could really get with the West Coast vibe. West Coast took over everything 92 to 94 to the point East Coast had to put a serious work to come back. I don't think the West, see, that's what I'm saying. The West Coast getting on never threatened the East Coast. That's like the thing that I hated about rap. The East Coast people was so scared to let anybody else get on. When the down South dudes came out dancing, and they got on their ass. Don't nobody like dancing. Bitch, who don't like dancing? Can't say because your fat ass can't jiggle a little bit. Now all of a sudden we don't like dancing. When Puff Daddy the biggest one, this motherfucker's dancing all over the place. Now the West Coast, the down South dudes come out and they lean with it and rocking with it. And I guess who can't stand it? Then the West Coast come out. Before that, the West Coast come out. East Coast niggas hating on them. Like that shit is crazy as hell. I don't think the West gets on takes anything away from the East Coast. The South getting on doesn't take nothing away from the East Coast. Black people getting on with rap in different areas gives us a market to build. I'm gonna get a Twister, Tupac, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z collaboration. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Say, nah, since East Coast rappers was the strongest at their political movement, like the Black Power movement, such as Public Enemy and them. But all this other stuff they were playing, they were slow saying. They were slow saying? Oh, okay. What you got the West Coast? Mainly the Bay Area, overshadow LA. Yeah. And to be honest, Tenjan, I need you to know this. In the Midwest, all of y'all is LA. That's the West Coast. LA, Long Beach, Oakland, all that shit is the West Coast. Let me see. I mean, MC Hammer was the king of dancing with hip hop from Oakland, California. Yeah, shout out to MC Hammer. DJ K Slay didn't say nothing about him. He was young as hell listening to that. Outkast single-handedly took New York crown and they never recovered. Outkast built their own crown. They can't take the crown from the East Coast. The East Coast has their crown. They're solidified. But Outkast definitely, Andre 3000, definitely came in and created a crown for him and Big Boy. I fucked with Outkast was my first. I'll just say Outkast is my second rap tape. Like my first one was KRS-One. And then my next one was Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music. So my style was honed off of Outkast. It was one of them things that, when you listen to music and you start rapping, you pick up the cadence, you pick up the delivery, you pick up what they talking about. Okay, bet. And so Stank on You, AT Aliens, I fucked with all them when it got weird. And the weirder Andre 3000 got, the more I liked it. When by the time Hey Ya came out, I still play Roses and Happy Valentine's Day and Dracula's Wedding and things like that. The song about his mama. All that shit hard to me. All that shit hard to me. And Big Boy stayed in his lane, and I didn't like it. Sorry. However, Cognut was the father and godfather of Bay. Rest in peace. Shout out to him. Midwest rappers sound like they all came out of Baltimore talking about music. Nah, we ain't fucking with no music. I don't know. The Midwest, funny, but I definitely say music. Definitely say music. No, brother, we take offense to that. We call that over there LA. This is the Bay Area. We don't mess with LA like that. It was Ice Cube who was trying to collaborate with the Bay. And y'all need to. Stop hating on yourselves, man. This is what I'm saying. What's in the water on the West Coast? Because you're not LA. You're not Oakland. The land don't make the people make the land. The land don't make the people make the land. Oakland, LA, get your shit together and become huge as hell, please. And get E40 in the fucking White House since you such a big voter. Said agree. Said nope, you're not from around Swab. I'm talking about the New York couldn't chart. They just fell off. Where? The New York never fucking fell off. This is like that. It's New York went into this Karen mode where it was like, I have to sell my third house. Oh my. Yes. You gotta share some awards with Outkast. You gotta share some spotlight. But the East Coast never falls off. The East Coast never falls. They had Little Mama. The East Coast can make an artist like that. And with the East Coast hype, Jay-Z is somehow the number one artist with his whack ass. I think the same time, that's when Jay-Z came out with the Black Album. It's the same time that Outkast came out with The Love Below and Speaker Box. Man, it was plenty of shit. Oh, what else? Get Rich or Die Trying came out that same time. Get Rich or Die Trying, the Black Album. I want to say Talib Kweli. Yeah, right. No, when Outkast was getting their props, the East Coast was right there. Yeah, that was the whole 50 Cent boom. New York did have a drop off after the Hot Boys and No Limit. Hey, y'all dirty as hell. It took them a minute to get it together, and that's when 50 came in. That. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. State property in there. No, 50 was not West Coast with Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 was still New York. He was in it. He was in California, but he was ruling the blocks of New York from California. That was it. That motherfucker 50 was New York than a motherfucker. 50 was New York than a motherfucker. And that Get Rich or Die Trying album was hard. Shout out to Shabo, man. Shout out to Sister Shabo. That shit was different. That shit was, and I mean, come on, man. We talking about Dre. Dre comes in and adds a couple of kick drums to a beat. Listen to those. Like that was not West Coast. That was not bing 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 bing. No, it actually had melody, a tune. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was shot and he ran away. You with Dre, you on the West Coast. Period. Jay had rejected him. What the fuck does Jay have to do with this? The people fucked with 50. Jay said, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? Was Jay-Z giving 50 Cent the look? It was, because that's like when you're the bigger person, and then you see somebody else coming up, the way you do your thing is you ignore them. Because any light you give them actually immediately gives your audience to them. Oh, well, let's go see who this is. So it's like you ignore him until he like right here, and then you got to diss him. What the fuck is 50 Cent? So 50 put in the work to get to that point, and then it just made fucking sense after that. Now I can say after Get Rich or Die Trying, because your first album is the album you've been making since you was a juvenile. You're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 rapping. And you get on, you're 20, whatever the fuck, and they get all these songs that your heart and your soul is in from New York. And then the albums after that, to me, was trash. So, he was under the West Coast label, so yeah, under a West Coast label, sure. But his mannerisms, his talking points, his music, the culture he was representing was East Coast and a motherfucker. East Coast and a motherfucker. Yeah. I remember I said Nate Dogg sucks and like to got dealt with. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day. Man, get off Nate Dogg. And send him running to the West Coast. Yes, he's from Southside Jamaica, Queens. And yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah. She's right, you lost the debate. Conceded. Debate. Conceded. Yeah, shout out to West Coast 50, man. Yeah, shout out to West Coast 50. What else was there to talk about? Shannon Sharp purposely released some sex audio to combat the fact that everybody been calling him gay to his face. Done with that whole conversation. What else fucking happened? What else fucking happened? There's been some shit that happened since I've been gone. I would just go down the damn, what's the name? Timeline. But no, I'm not. I can think. Yeah, I'll just be having these flash thoughts. I see stuff. It don't even be like really worth going live. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess if I was like thirsty, I could, or I could make something quick for my phone. But usually when I have a flash thought, if I go live, I like really get into it and start talking about a motherfucker. He said he was so fake sounding to me, sex don't sound like that. Shabo letting y'all know how she get it in. Said sex don't sound like that. Yeah, what you heard was audio of Shannon Sharp having sex with a man with a female's ad libs recorded in the studio put into it. That's how that was. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. You listen to Shannon Sharp have gay sex. Okay. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. I don't play it. I don't like listening to niggas moan and all of that shit. Except for when I used to watch porn. I guess I dealt with it then, but just listen to audio specifically for Shannon Sharp. I never listen to Shannon Sharp. Fuck. Nah. Said, did you hear the cough? Oh no. This fool said, open those legs and submit to me. What the fuck? Yeah, see? You start finding out the weird shit. And I don't judge nobody on sex because when you in that bed, sometimes the demon come out of you. I don't judge. As long as it's consensual, y'all in relationship, y'all married, y'all love each other, y'all doing y'all thing. If she chokes your ass and scratch you on your back till blood comes out and you like that shit, sex will be the like. Hell nah. It's our world star. It's definitely a world star. But yeah, so Mm. Oh, what else happened? What else happened? What else happened? Let me see. Oh, and Domo, if you're still in that. Y'all remember the argument that sent everything over the edge? And I was like, man, fuck you, better not let them go. The missiles aren't bombs. See, that's the type of redundant bullshit that I'm talking about. That people we get so captivated by a person's presence or whatever the fuck. Cool. But to sit up here and have an argument that missiles aren't bombs, it's crazy. Okay, let me see. Are you getting that link for? You ain't nothing nice. Let me see. Oh, Dame Dash teeth fell out. I'm glad he was real enough to reveal that to us, because that'd be that fake shit. But Dame Dash teeth definitely fell out of his fucking mouth while he was live. And, that's just what life did to him. That's just what life did to him. Let me see if I go back. Oh, yeah, school shooting, man. Rest in peace to all the people who got shot at the school shooting. The father was arrested and charged with the murders of those people because apparently the gun that his son shot the school up with was a Christmas gift. Mm. So shout out to that. Shout out to that. Uh, what is it? What else was there? Yeah, I don't know why people are so fucking shitty when it comes to just introducing themselves to someone. You know, like if you're talking to somebody about marriage, having children, why would you sell them or tell them a lie? So it's like, yeah, nah, once I got you pregnant or we married, ain't no getting out of that. You hit. You fell for it. So what is the point of even wasting time in your life trying to even secure a relationship at that time of that kind? Like everybody should just do their own fucking thing. Like I want to see some real married people where it's like, oh no. I met him, I told him I had these threesomes. This was my whore phase and this, that, and the other, and woo 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 woo. And he's like, yeah, well, I was a player and I'm musty and I don't have any fucking money and I cheated on everybody I was with. Um, I even slept with one of my brother's girlfriends. Like if everybody like the good and the bad. Oh, this is what you do. But just don't be lie. But it's like every woman wants to sell you Jesus. Oh, that's it. And every dude wants to sell you like the I don't even know what it is. It's just like this no nonsense tough guy that just fails when action needs to be had. You tough until it calls for times until tough times come. Rest in peace of Rich Homie Quan. I gotta say that Rich Homie Quan passed away due to an overdose. Sad way to go out, but hey, what the fuck are you doing, Rich Homie Quan? Got out of the way, dodged the YSL Rico case, stopped doing his music and all of this stuff. Told police about Young Thug and all of this shit. He got out of the way before everybody. So when people was calling him a snitch, motherfuckers didn't even understand why, because it wasn't even popular. Mm-hmm. So Rich Homie Quan dodged the RICO case, laid low, listening to his dad, and then once the YSL RICO went down, guess who has new music out? Rich Homie Quan. Then guess who dies of an overdose? Like, that shit is crazy to me, man. That shit is crazy to me. The richest homie Quans. Krishan Rock is out of jail. Blueface is getting fat. And first day out, she went and got her baby. The granddad threw a birthday party. They wouldn't let him have a baby, so he threw the party without him. And everybody tried to kick him in the ass for that. And what the fuck is you talking about? But so I guess y'all got something else to watch. You'll definitely be hearing about it. I don't know if she's staying away from social media right now, because I never follow her anyway. But she hasn't went viral for anything yet. To the point that I can't fucking ignore. But they say, I've been binge watching cop cans. These white citizens don't give a fuck. They push back. Yeah. And I was just thinking about that yesterday, right? It's like the Tyreek Hill situation. Tyreek Hill has an attitude. He's inconvenienced by being pulled over by the police. Man, what do you want? Okay, here. And I roll my window back up. And that offends the cop. Roll your window back down. Why? Run my shit and do whatever the fuck the process is after that. I don't like your attitude. Get the fuck out of the car. But then there's these people that get pulled over, and I swear it's like, what the fuck did you pull me over for? I done seen motherfuckers get tickets and rip this shit up. What was that shit at? Let me see if I can find that. But this is the attitude that governs the world. I mean, it was this one motherfucker, and he sped off on this motherfucking cop, too. Shit. What the fuck did you pull me over for? Yeah, it might take a second. But that's the mentality that runs the. If black people had that mentality, like, I remember it's a joke by Bill Burr that I posted. It was like, I was in the other room and my wife was listening to the TV, and then I started hearing all of these. I'm the greatest in the world. I'm Walt Disney. All these great. He said, man, I came. It sounded like Hitler. Basically, he said, man, I came into the room. He said, oh, thank goodness, just a black guy. Just a black guy. Because he knows that mentality. He says that mentality has a cap at what it can do in that black body. If that personality would have landed into some white dude, it would have been the next hit. That type of audacity and tenacity, let me see, man. Because it was this one, I mean, he cussed this cop out and ripped the ticket up. And then the cop made him get out and pick the, the ticket up, the ripped up ticket. And then he kind of like burnt his tires on the way out. Ooh. That one officers curse. I'm gonna see. I might be able to find it faster from my phone. Rich Homie Quan had 2015 summer in the chokehold. Oh yeah, yeah. Rich Homie was the shit. That's how Thug got on. Thug stole Rich Homie Quan and Lil Wayne's swag and wore a dress and blew up. That's all it was. Go back and listen to Rich Homie Quan. Go back and listen to Young Thug. Young Thug took Lil Wayne's sound, Young Thug sound, wore women clothes, and it's been up for him since then. Told you. Says wait. It's sending. Here it goes. Watch this shit.
What's your day on that? I'll have to plead guilty if I gotta work. Can't take the court to take the day off. Goddamn asshole.
Watch this shit. Now imagine if that was your black ass. All he did was put him over. Look, Dad.
What's your day on that? I'll have to plead guilty if I gotta work. Can't take the court to take the day off. Goddamn asshole. Now just give me the goddamn thing. Let me get out of here. I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I did. Now let me get the fuck out of here. I ain't in no hurry, but I did want to get some kills for my dog. It's just about ready to get the fuck out of here. Give me that.
Can I explain it to you, sir, so you'll know what you need to do?
I know what I do. You're ripping me off, and I didn't deserve it because I didn't do nothing wrong. You're probably sitting that parking lot driving right back and forth, get someone in the 40 miles of whatever the frig it is. I never saw the sign. I saw it 55, and I was doing 57. That's all I know. Now just give me the goddamn thing, and I'll look at the date. If I'm working, I'll pay the fucking fine because I can't afford to take a day off. And if I'm not working, I'll plead not guilty because I know fucking well I'm not guilty. There. Now, are you a state or local? Looks like you're a state trooper. Get back and pick up some more guys and run up the friggin' deficit on the working man. Just give me the damn thing. Let me get out of here.
What I need you to do is sign the X so I can explain this to you.
There ain't no explaining. I got picked up for speeding before. You're guilty and you pay the fine and hope your insurance don't go up. And you try not to speed the next time. And that's what I've been trying to do for 4 or 5 years, and it's worked damn good until I run into you, you asshole.
Green copies for your record, sir.
I don't. All right.
White copy needs to be mailed in within 20 days.
Okay.
Make sure you read the...
I can't read, and I put this stuff away. I get bills in the mail all the time. I don't even look at them. $7 glasses here. All right. Just tell me what I do. Lincoln Court?
No.
Where?
Read the instructions here. This says you have 20 days to respond to this summons. Read the back of this hard copy. This will explain how you can have a trial if you want. On the back, that'll explain it. Attaches an envelope. Okay? Put a stamp on that. You mail that in. They'll tell you what to do.
I can afford the stamp.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're fucking crazy! I get it! You're fucking crazy! You're fucking stamp.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're fucking crazy! I get it! You're fucking crazy! My wife took money out of her goddamn account where she's working to pay my fucking insurance so I wouldn't get picked up. You're fucking crazy!
If you don't pick this up, sir, I'm going to summon you for littering.
I'll pick the goddamn... Are you fucking crazy? I wasn't even speeding, you goddamn asshole! $100 and some dollars? Jesus fucking Christ!
There's some more right there.
of your sight, you goddamn miserable fucking Jesus Christ! I don't mind. I feel bad for the guys out of work. I pay my goddamn state taxes. A good fucking bunch, too, let me tell you.
I'm giving you a warning on the failure to produce insurance. That's expired.
Didn't I give you another one?
No.
My wife told me it was expiring today. She went and paid her car insurance, and over the grace
Expired
of
on
her
the 10th.
heart,
Today's the 16th. That's 6 days ago.
the bill was due today, okay? Whatever the date on the bill due, I apparently have paid. Matter of fact, I'm sure I have copy.
You want your license and registration?
Of course I do. Well, anyway, I can reduce the insurance. I probably got it here. Like I said, my wife, by the grace of her heart, when I came home, that she had taken money out of her savings account because I fucking dead broke. Because the cost of living has gone up. My paycheck has gone down because we gave up double time on Sunday. Our insurance went up $20 a week 2 weeks ago, $20 to $40 a week. And that's what's happening in the last 8-10 years to the whole fucking country. They've shut down industry. They've friggin' cut pay. Insurance has gone up. But there is hope. And I'm going to watch it tonight when Bill Clinton gives his acceptance speech. Because there is hope if we can get this economy going again.
Oh shit! I've never seen the full video. How fucking I know he killed himself. I already know he put a gun in his fucking head. He said, "But there is hope." And I'm finna go home and watch like when Bill Clinton, who ended up getting impeached or dropping or residing because of Monica Lewinsky giving him oral sex in the Oval Office. A man like this we've seen him cross over from sanity to insanity several times in this video alone. I felt sorry for his wife. she gotta live. She gotta go home and listen to all of this. And then close her eyes and go to sleep next to it. This motherfucker said, but there is hope.
Friggin' cut pay. Insurance has gone up. But there is hope. And I'm going to watch it tonight when Bill Clinton gives his acceptance speech.
I'm gonna watch it tonight when Bill Clinton gives his acceptance motherfucking speech. God bless America.
Because there is hope if we can get this economy going again and start treating people fair and get assholes like you to do something decent instead of picking up some fucking innocent guy. And get this economy going again and start treating people fair and get assholes like you to do something decent instead.
Get this economy together and start feeding people fair. I might have to really find out this dude's name and, see what happened to him.
They're picking up some fucking innocent guy that wasn't feeding to begin with.
Bye.
Now, if black people had that mentality, either one or two things that happen. We're going to be perceived as a threat, and to whatever extent, tactics will be implemented. Or two, we're going to get some fucking progress. I watch black people either be extreme on either side in every situation. There's very few straight up the middle balanced people. It's there's an issue with black people and everybody run the opposite sides and start arguing. No, come in the middle and let's find a solution. nobody's completely right on either side. I haven't heard an argument yet. I've heard pieces of the argument compartmentalized into conversations, but I haven't heard one argument yet where both sides are completely right. But yet both sides are acting like they're completely right. And the other side is, guess what? Completely wrong. When nothing works like that. Both sides have right things and wrong things. The thing is to come together, put your ego to the side, get what's wrong from out of you, adopt what's right about the other person. Solutions. But because people are born in certain areas, people are born on certain days, got favorite colors, favorite numbers, there's a religion around. Well, we're not coming together to help each other because we have these individual religions that I'm just not going to let you. No, no. That's not how things work. That's not how things work. But yet that's the mentality that rules the world. If black people had that mentality where it was, I mean, like I said, I see us go out to restaurants. We so humble. Oh, we so rude. The humble people getting fucked over because it's like, oh, this is the food, okay, and this is it. And then there's the rude motherfucker. I don't like this food. I don't like my shit. Like, never in the middle where it's like, oh yeah, this is like food. This is nice food. Oh, they messed your food up? Okay, well, let me speak to somebody, excuse me. And that be corrected and it be uh, represented on the bill? Yeah. Okay, bet. We fix your food again. It's free or half off. And nobody beat. Shout out to you. Since I saw you coming earlier, my bag, I was in the middle of the top. And everything works out fine. But it's like, nah. Some people you can't even go out to eat with because you know they're just too defensive, trying to protect themselves from being looked down on. And then some people just accept being looked down on to the point where they just nose in the dirt, whatever you want me to do. Even when you out spending your money, even when you out buying a home. The way black people buy homes and the way white people buy homes are not the same way. Cars not the same way. It's just not. You got negotiating skills. There's no way I'm paying this amount of money for a house like this in this area. And watch how the price drop. But we know it'll get to that point. They'll be like, well, I don't want to sell you the home. So now you home. We don't really get to see that motherfucker come down 30, 40,000. A motherfucker drop a house down 5,000. We impressed. I talked that motherfucker down 5,000. These white people talking these motherfuckers down 40, 50,000 on the house. Yeah, man, we just, you know. And that's how we doing. That's how we doing. So this is a little segment I want to be doing, a little show or whatever direction I'm going in. You know, trying to create a real podcast. Gonna be called How We Doing. So, you know, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be my personality. It's a show based around my personality, my interests. Other people are gonna be in it, but you know, it's black centered, but it's not black only. You know what I'm saying? Like so, everybody's gonna have a chance to be pissed and pleased by this. Big dog in a building. What's good to the GOAT, man? What's good to the motherfucking goat? Yeah, everybody's gonna have a chance to be pissed. Okay, everybody's issue will. It's everybody issues will be put on the table like non-biasedly. I'm not here to force my ideas on nobody. I'm just here to really weigh and measure them because I believe that they are the best, you know. And if it's not, then I would definitely enjoy being updated, at which point they would then again be the best. But I don't think nobody has I think very few people have had the perspective that people like me have, the experience, exposure to things, and chance to get over traumatic experiences, to be mentally healthy, to be psychologically healthy, to be, spiritually healthy. And it's like, no extremes, a lot of balance, and that's just it. But yeah, how we doing? So I got some thought to put into it, but that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Other than that, you already know. Well, I'm finna head out to, when I'm finna get ready for work, to be honest. So, it's the boy Swab Boss, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Shout out to Taz Exclusives, the big dog, Angelica says, will conversation debate, I think, are constructive when there is an end in mind or willingness to share ideas. I think, like at this point, I know what the end goal is, like they like, and it's not. Well, what do you want the end goal to be? When people have honest conversations, this is the end goal: better people, a better chance to structure lives, a better chance to group those lives together, a better chance for. So, I think that's it. But yeah, of course, willingness to share, willingness to listen. Is not an echo chamber. I don't do echo chambers. I do not do echo chambers, and I don't do shut ups. I don't do shut ups. If you can't have the conversation, don't have the conversation. If you cannot have the conversation, did my son deserve to get killed? Then don't have it. Because if we have a show called "Did Your Son Deserve to Get Killed?" we're going to weigh up, did your son deserve to be killed? And some of that conversation is going to be, well, he did because look at what he was. Look at what he did. Look at how he thought. People are going to want to honestly talk to you about why they believe like it only made sense. Of course your son was going to die. And you, of course, have to either have that conversation and say, I can see. I can see how you say, my son deserved to die. My son did these things, and if these things was done to me, I wouldn't be mad at that person getting murdered. It would only make sense. He got shot at the gas station. He shot people, he carjacked people, broke into people's homes. He's a terrorist. He's been a bully in these streets. Or you're going to have to stand there and say, I don't give a fuck what a person does. Correction is always an option. If I murder someone, I need to be corrected, not murdered. If I'm breaking into houses, why am I doing these things? Let's fix the root cause. Why are so many people doing these things? No, my son didn't deserve to be murdered. Because my son is only one example of a larger problem that is a group of people that is represented in this society. Poor people that are crime adjacent, that get introduced to criminal elements before they're even old enough to be considered for legal elements. You can't even get a job at 12. If you're hungry at 8, 9, 10, and then you find out, you get money at 11 to buy food, but you can't get a job, 12, 13, You might steal some food from the grocery store. You might sell some drugs to an auntie that commons your house. You ain't got no crack, nephew. What is crack? I don't even know what crack is. Then you get introduced to crack, and all of a sudden, taking $65, buying a piece of crack, chopping it down into 12 pieces, and selling each piece for $20, and then you're making $240 off of fucking $65. You say, hey, I could do this. So no, he doesn't deserve to be killed. These issues, whatever the conversation is. And of course I went to an extreme because I wanted to fucking just push the needle through. It's not going to be, well, why are you Democratic or Republican? I mean, we might have that conversation, but be willing to have the conversation. Be able to have the conversation. Don't get to the point where it's like, you a bitch, or you just an ugly motherfucker. You dumb, you stupid. No. Weigh your logic against others' logic. Why do you believe that? What convinced you? What evidence convinced you of that? Expose me to it. Let me weigh it up. And say, well, the fact that Michael Jackson had the glove, then I feel that he killed Nicole Simpson. No, nigga, that's not enough. That's not enough evidence to convince me of that shit. Michael Jackson famous for a glove. This case is famous for a glove. So when you think about a famous glove in the OJ case, you think of the famous glove of Michael Jackson, and you think Michael Jackson killed Nicole Simpson. You're fucking stupid. You're a flat earther. Get out of here. Let's go. Man, Black Power, man, love y'all, man. Keep y'all head up. Moonflower in a building. Peace, sister. Keep y'all head up so I see the bullshit coming, man. All y'all progress in lanes that you have a passion, because work is work. But it ain't got to be torture, man. Black Power, peace. Love y'all. We out, man. Sorry, Moonflower. I got to go to work, man. I'm going to see y'all later.